Imagine this. There's something so simple, so profound, that 99% of men ignore it completely, and yet when a man does it, it's like a switch flips in the minds of women. They can't help but notice. The crazy part, most men will go their entire lives without even realizing they're missing this. Are you one of them? If you're still watching, chances are you don't want to be. Let me tell you a story. A man named Marcus, a regular guy like you and me, used to struggle with everything. He constantly worried about what people thought of him. He chased validation like it was the only thing keeping him alive. But no matter what he did, he felt invisible, especially to women. One day, something clicked. Marcus stumbled upon a principle that changed everything. It wasn't a magic pill or some cheesy self-help hack. It was something ancient, something powerful, Stoicism. You might think, what does Stoicism have to do with attraction or confidence? Well, stay with me, because this is where the story gets interesting. Stoicism teaches one fundamental truth: control what you can and let go of what you can't. Think about that for a second. Most men, they're slaves to their emotions. They get triggered, lash out, and make decisions they regret. Women see this. They feel it, and let's be honest, it's not attractive. But the Stoic man, he's different. He doesn't react to chaos. He stays calm when others lose their heads. Imagine being at a party. There's a loud argument in the corner. People are freaking out. But you're composed, unshaken, like a mountain in the middle of a storm. Trust me, women notice that. It's magnetic. Here's where it gets deeper. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Do you see the power in that? When you stop chasing validation and start living by your own values, something magical happens. You stop being desperate for attention. Instead, you become someone who commands respect. And it's not just about women. It's about your co-workers, your friends, your entire life. You start radiating this quiet confidence that people can't ignore. But let's talk about the 99%. Most men, they're reactive. A rude comment, they snap back. A bad day, they drown in frustration. But a Stoic man, he pauses. He thinks, does this deserve my energy? And most of the time, it doesn't. That's the secret. Women love a man who doesn't let the world control him. Now, don't mistake Stoicism for coldness. It's not about burying your emotions. It's about owning them. It's the skill of knowing when to speak and when silence says more. It's the strength of staying grounded when the world pushes to knock you off balance. Women notice this. They're drawn to it because at their core, they crave a man who stands steady, a man who remains the anchor when everything else feels unstable. Remember Marcus? He started practicing Stoicism daily. He focused on his actions, not others' opinions. He stopped chasing validation and started living for himself. And guess what? People began to gravitate toward him. Women noticed him not because he was trying to impress them, but because he stopped trying. That's the paradox. When you stop seeking attention, you attract it effortlessly. Now, here's the hard truth. 99% of men won't take this seriously. They'll watch this video, nod along, and go back to their old habits. But you're not like the rest. You're here because you want more. You want to stand out. You want to be the man women respect and admire, not because you're loud or flashy, but because you're composed, confident, and in control. Here's your challenge. Start small. The next time life throws chaos at you, pause, breathe, ask yourself, does this deserve my reaction? Keep practicing that, and watch how your life transforms. If this resonated with you, if you're ready to be part of the 1%, then don't just watch this video, live it. And before you go, hit that like button and subscribe. Not because I'm asking you to, but because every time you do, you're taking one more step toward mastering yourself. This isn't just another video. This is your wake-up call. Are you ready to answer? Every time you feel yourself getting caught, Up in the drama every time life throws something at you that would normally make you lose your cool. Remember this principle. Don't react, respond. Respond with intention, respond with calm, respond with strength. The world will throw chaos at you, that's a given. But how you handle it, that's entirely up to you. When you can respond to life with composure and clarity, you unlock a power that most men will never even come close to understanding. And here's the thing, this isn't about being perfect. This isn't about never making mistakes. It's about consistently striving to stay grounded, to stay true to your values, to practice restraint when you feel like losing control. When you start doing that, you'll see how the people around you change. Your friends, your colleagues, your family, they'll start to notice that something's different about you. And that difference, it's magnetic. People will naturally start to respect you more. But here's the hardest part. You have to trust the process. You have to trust that by practicing this every day, by living it, you'll start to see results. You'll feel that calmness and control seep into all aspects of your life, your work, your relationships, and most importantly, your relationship with yourself. And that's where true confidence comes from. Not from external validation, not from the approval of others, but from knowing that you're in control of your own mind. So when life throws that curveball, when someone tests your patience, when things don't go as planned, don't react out of habit. Stop. Breathe. Remember, Marcus Aurelius, and ask yourself, is this really worth my energy? Most of the time, it won't be. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes, and eventually you'll find that you've transformed into someone who is truly unstoppable. Remember, this is a long game. But every day, every time you practice Stoicism, you get a little bit stronger, a little bit more in control, and a little bit closer to becoming the man you were always meant to be. So don't just talk about change, live it. Become the embodiment of that calm, composed power, because in the end, that's what truly sets you apart. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Stoicism isn't just some life hack you try for a week and expect immediate results. It's a philosophy, a lifestyle, a mindset that you integrate into your day-to-day, and it requires a shift, one that might be uncomfortable at first, but it's the discomfort that builds true strength. The moment you decide to stop letting life control you is the moment you take back your power. Here's what most men don't get. The power isn't in reacting. The power is in choosing not to react. It's in deciding that you're not going to let a bad day, a rude comment, or a frustrating situation pull you off course. And when you do this, people will notice. The most attractive quality a man can have is his ability to remain calm and in control in the midst of chaos. But let's be clear. This isn't about suppressing your emotions or pretending that nothing bothers you. It's about understanding your emotions, owning them, and not letting them dictate your actions. It's about knowing when to speak, when to stay silent, and when to walk away. Stoicism teaches you to rise above petty distractions and focus on what really matters. And what matters is your peace of mind, your inner calm, and your ability to stay true to yourself no matter what's happening around you. So while the world is busy fighting for attention, fighting for validation, the Stoic man doesn't even have to try. He attracts attention because he's grounded, steady, and authentic. He doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. His strength, his power, comes from within. And that's why people, especially women, are drawn to him. Now, let's talk about consistency. This journey won't always be easy. There will be days when you feel like you've completely lost it. There will be moments when you slip up and react impulsively, but the key is in getting back up and trying again. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Every time you practice staying calm, every time you choose peace over reaction, you're building a foundation of unshakable confidence that will make you untouchable. The truth is, Most men never make it to this point. They'll get frustrated when they don't see immediate results. They'll fall back into old habits and give up. But you're different. You understand that real change takes time. You're in this for the long haul. And every day, you're getting better, stronger, more grounded. And that's exactly how you become the kind of man who doesn't just get noticed, but is respected by everyone around him. So, as you move forward, remember that this isn't just about attracting women. It's about attracting respect, trust, and genuine connections. When you're the calm in the storm, people will gravitate toward you. And women, they'll admire you, not because of anything you did to impress them, but because of the way you carry yourself, because of the quiet power you exude.